Welcome you all to the next session on NoHalf series. This video is about the implementation of full adder using transmission gate. In the previous video, we have seen the same implementation of full adder but using static CMOS implementation. And we have also seen separately a video on the basic working principle of transmission gate. The video links of both these topics are shared in the description box below. In the previous video of static CMOS implementation of full adder, there was a most important drawback where that particular implementation has consumed around 28 number of transistor, which means it consumes a large amount of area. Also, the second drawback was the signal has propagated through two inverting stages to generate, carry out, and some expression for a full adder. Transmission gate based full adder design is one such technique to reduce the number of transistors in full adder. So let us explore how to implement a full adder using transmission gates. The truth table of full adder for sum and carry outputs are shown here. Before we begin with the TG based full adder design, let us first understand or recall the expressions for sum and carry output which we have obtained through static CMOS implementation. The sum and carry output expressions for a full adder using static CMOS implementation is shown in green color, and the sum and carry output expressions for a full adder which we have obtained through KMAP reduction technique from the truth table outputs is shown in violet color. The KMAP reduction technique and the validation of how both these equations of sum and both these equations of carry are equal is shown clearly with all derivations in the static CMOS implementation of full adder. So those who haven't watched that particular video, please do watch that video to have continuity for implementation of full adder using transmission gate, because transmission gate full adder also depends on the Boolean expressions which we have obtained from the truth table or from the KMAP reduction technique. So we do take these two equations and reorient in a different manner to implement the same full adder using transmission gate. Transmission gate based full adder is completely realized using carry, propagate and generate model. For this particular model, we will define what is carry generate and carry propagate function. Carry generate is when both the inputs, let us say the inputs are going to be A and B. When both the inputs are 1, this will generate a carry due to the current inputs, and therefore we use an AND function to represent a carry generate signal. And similarly, carry propagate function is defined using OR or XOR function. When any one of the input bits is 1, and if there's going to be an incoming carry from the previous stage, definitely the carry is said to be propagated. In such a case, we denote the carry propagate signal in terms of OR or XOR function. From the truth table of A plus B and A XOR B, we can see that both the outputs are going to be equal. You will wonder how 1, 1 is going to be 0 here. So here we can consider the case of half adder, where half adder, if we take A plus B, only the sum expression I have taken. So if you take the half adder sum expression, we'll be getting the output as 0, 1, 1, 0. And we always know that the sum expression of a half adder is equivalent to A XOR B, and therefore we can say that A plus B is equivalent to A XOR B, and that's the reason here we have equated both of them as carry propagate function. And here what I've shown is the transmission gate based implementation of A dot B and A XOR B. A detailed video on the implementation of all basic logic gates using transmission gate is shared in the description box below. Please do watch that video to have a better understanding on how to implement A dot B and A XOR B. Only with that basic understanding, we will be able to extend the concept of TG based full adder design. Now let us understand how we are going to incorporate this carry generate and carry propagate signals in terms of sum and carry expressions for a full adder. The general Boolean expressions for sum and carry output are shown here. So now we will start with the sum expression and reorient it in terms of carry generate and carry propagate functions. First, let us find out the common terms here. We can see here that Ci is common from the first two terms. So let me rewrite it as AB plus A bar B bar into Ci, plus here Ci bar is common. So therefore this we can rewrite it as A B bar plus A bar B. We know that AB plus A bar B bar is going to be A XNOR B plus Ci bar, and A B bar plus A bar B can be expressed as A XOR B. And let us assume that if X equal to A XOR B. So now what will happen? This sum will be equivalent to Ci dot X bar, because we have taken X as A XOR B, and therefore X bar is going to be the opposite, which is A XNOR B plus Ci bar into X. So now what is this? Ci dot X bar plus Ci bar into X. So which means this we can rewrite it as X XOR Ci, and we know now that what is X? Therefore X is equal to A XOR B. So therefore the final sum expression can be rewritten as A XOR B XOR Ci. And this is the exact sum expression for a general full adder. So now how to incorporate carry generate and carry propagate function? Here we cannot incorporate carry generate function. We can remodify this in terms of carry propagate function, because we know that carry propagate is equivalent to A XOR B. Therefore, I will reorient my sum expression as P XOR Ci. This is purely because we know that P, which is a carry propagate function, is equivalent to A XOR B. We know that it can be equated as A XOR B or A plus B. Now we will move on to the carry out expression and find out how to incorporate carry generate and carry propagate functions. So this is the general expression for carry output, which we have obtained from the truth table or from the K-map reduction. So we can take Ci common and we can rewrite it as AB plus Ci into A plus B. So this is very straightforward. We can easily incorporate the carry generate and carry propagate functions, where A dot B is a carry generate function and A plus B is a carry propagate function. So therefore I can rewrite my output carry as G plus P into Ci. Now we have the final expressions for sum and carry, which has to be implemented using transmission gate. Implementation of sum expression, which is P XOR Ci, is very straightforward, and we have also seen how to implement an XOR function using transmission gate. We can just replace A and B as inputs. Instead of that, we can use P and Ci so that we can get the design of sum expression for TG based full adder. Now coming to the carry out expression. To implement using transmission gate, we always need a complementary signal. Here we can see that we have PCI, but I don't have the exact complement of either P or Ci, because I need any one of the complement, because here you will try to understand that here I have the complementary functions, because when I expand P XOR Ci, that will be equivalent to PCI plus PCI bar plus P bar Ci. So I have either the complement of Ci bar here or the complement of P bar here. So which means for implementation of TG, I need complementary signals, because I have to place two TGs in series. So for that, I need control signals which have to be complementary. But here I don't find such expressions in terms of complementary signals. So let me give you a clear understanding on how to equate this A dot B, or how to reorient this A dot B in terms of incorporating one complementary input into this A dot B. So what I'm going to do to implement a complementary input into one of its function is, I'm going to equate A dot B as A dot P bar. So now if I equate A dot B as A dot P bar, I can rewrite my carry out expression as, see, previously we had carry out expression as G plus PCI. And we know that G is A dot B plus PCI. So when I try to expand this carry generate function as A dot B, I don't get any complementary function. Either I should have got Ci bar here, or I should have got P bar. Only then it is possible to have complementary control signals and we can implement using transmission gate. So now I will rewrite A dot B as A P bar plus PCA. So now I have got my complementary signals, so I can implement using transmission gate. I'll just validate how I'm equating A dot B as equivalent to A dot P bar. So here we know that P is equivalent to A XOR B, which I can expand it as A B bar plus A bar B. So now what is P complement? P complement is going to be A XOR B. So therefore this can be equated as AB plus A bar B bar. So now just multiply P bar dot EA. So I'll be having A dot AB plus A dot A bar B bar. So now what will happen? As per the rule, we know that A dot A is equivalent to A and A dot A bar is equivalent to 0. So therefore this term will get cancelled. So I can easily equate that A dot P bar is equivalent to A dot B. So this is the reason I am validating A dot B equivalent to A dot P bar, and once I incorporate that here, I also get the complementary control signals so that it is very easy to implement using transmission gate. Now these are the final expressions of sum and carry for which we are going to design the full adder using transmission gate. First, let us start implementing the sum expression. This is a very straightforward equation. We just have an XOR function to be implemented in transmission gate. So we can straight away start writing the control signals here. So I will select the control signal as P because here I will have the expression as P bar Ci plus PCI bar. Here if I choose the control signal as P, I should write here as P and this will be P bar and this will be P. And here to get the expression of P bar Ci, I should put here a Ci and here I need P, therefore this should be Ci bar and therefore I'll be getting as sum equal to P XOR Ci. Thus I have to understand the exact working principle of XOR function using transmission gate. Please do watch the video link which I have shared below to understand all the basic logic gates of implementation using transmission gate. Now again we'll come back to the carry out expression. So for carry out expression also I am going to choose P as my control signal. So therefore this will become P, P bar and P. And for P bar, I need A as my input. And for P, I will have to give Ci as my input. So therefore, at this point, I will have C0 is equal to A P bar plus PCI. I think people might find something implementation of this particular expression in TG to be new. So I'll just explain here how we have obtained this A P bar plus PCI from this TG based implementation. To start with the explanation, let us first name this one as TG1 and this one as TG2. So now when my control signal P is equal to 0, I know that TG1 is going to be turned on and TG2 is going to be in off condition. So therefore when TG1 is in on, we know that P bar is equal to 1. So therefore what happens, whatever input that we are going to give here will be multiplied with P bar because P bar is only 1. So therefore my expression will be A dot P bar. Now when I change my control signal as 1, so P becomes 1, P bar will be 0, P becomes 1 here. So therefore what happens, my TG1 will be in off condition and TG2 will be in on condition. When TG2 is on, P will be multiplied with the given input Ci. So therefore we obtain P dot Ci. So this is how we implement any given equation using transmission gate. And the final summary is we have taken the sum and carry out expression which we have obtained from the K-map technique or from the truth table. We have just modified them using carry propagate and carry generate functions, and in the carry out expression the using carry generate function is not going to be useful for implementation of full adder using transmission gate. So therefore, we take that carry generate function a dot b and equate it to a different function where I can incorporate one of the complementary input. So a dot b becomes a dot p bar, and we have implemented this particular equation in transmission gate. And implementing sum is very straightforward because it is just an XOR function. Hope you all have understood the concept of transmission gate based full adder design. When we compare transmission gate based full adder with static CMOS implementation of full adder, it is very well observed that the number of transistors used in the implementation of transmission gate based full adder is actually reduced. So this is the greatest advantage when we try to move for the other implementations of full adder rather than sticking on to static CMOS based implementation, which consumes a large amount of area and large amount of signal propagation delay will also be there. Large amount of power dissipation will also be there when more number of transistors are present. Meet you all soon with another interesting video on the same implementation of full adder but with a different technique. Until then, thank you all for watching this video through Electronics Insight channel.